Are modern women a waste of time? I've heard men say this. I've seen comments on YouTube videos that say this, and it seems to be that there is a growing number of men who actually think modern women are a waste of time. So the question is, why do they think this? And more importantly, is it true? Well, let's start by looking at what's going on with modern women. Despite what the extreme feminists say, modern women have more choice than they've ever had, more money than they've ever had, and more freedom than they've ever had. This actually makes them more powerful than they've ever been. They don't need men anymore. At least they don't have to get married and have children just to survive like they used to have to. Modern women have their own jobs, their own careers, their own homes, their own cars, and their own money to spend as they see fit. Whereas in the past, they had to depend on a husband for those things. In previous generations, women pretty much had to get married just to survive. Otherwise, it was either the brothel or the nunnery. Not so these days. The truth is, and men have to face this, that women over the last few generations have been upgraded. They're actually much better than their mothers and grandmothers used to be, and they have a lot more options. So naturally, they don't want to spend their lives just being housewives and raising children, because they can do so much more with their lives. So what's happened to modern men? Have they been upgraded to match modern women? Well, no, just the opposite. Modern men have been downgraded, and it has nothing to do with the reasons you keep hearing about, such as watching pornography or playing computer games. Those are just symptoms of the downgrade. The real reason the downgrade has occurred is because of what's happened in the working world. In the not too distant past, nearly all men had what I would like to call Age of Empires type jobs, like farming and mining, woodcutting and fishing. Hard, demanding, masculine jobs that could only be done by men. Did women get involved with those professions? Did they even want to get involved with that working world? No, definitely not. Women only wanted to be included in the workplace when the world of work started to change. Now we're all working in either shops or offices. Women are very comfortable working in those environments because most of the jobs are really quite feminine, and women are far better suited to doing feminine jobs, such as working in shops and offices. Men are far, far less competent when it comes to that kind of work. This means that modern men are far less valuable than they used to be. And these days, just being an ordinary modern man is not good enough to get a modern woman to even date him, let alone marry and rear his children. For that, it seems that modern women only want the top tier men, otherwise they're happy to remain single. And if they get to 30 or 35 and decide to change their minds and that they want to start a family, it's absolutely no problem for them to choose the next best man they can find and just start a family with them. But if you're an average man and you just try to pursue an average woman, you're likely to be met with hostility and disrespect, and at best, just polite rejection. This is a massive problem facing nearly all men, and it's up to men to solve this problem. Women are not going to. When was the last time a woman solved a major social problem? Women don't solve problems. In general, they cause them. I'm just kidding. But it is up to men to find the solution here. Why? Because men are problem solvers and providers. It's up to men to solve this problem. As a man, you might be thinking, yeah, fair enough, but why should I? Why should I solve this problem? Why should I go to all the effort of finding a woman with a high body count, a ton of emotional baggage, who won't even appreciate me, let alone clean and cook for me and raise my children? Well, the world is full of women who would make exactly that kind of wife for you. But in the developed countries, those kind of women are in short supply. They do exist though. The trouble is they're rare, and only the highest value men are going to get wives like that. Your job as a man is to raise your personal game high enough to get a wife, or at the very least, get a wife from a poorer culture rather than throw the towel in and give up on the whole game. Right now we're going through a very messed up transitional period, and I can see only two realistic options. We can either raise our game as men and resume our role as traditional masculine leaders and providers and pioneers of a better new world, or we can let our testosterone levels keep dropping until all gender roles merge into a blur and male and female become indistinguishable from one another. Nobody will want to form families anymore. People will stop having children, and then we'll be forced to start creating baby breeding centres just to keep the human species alive. And we have to do better than that. It's up to men to do better than that. Modern women are not a waste of time. They are not the problem here. The entire socioeconomic structure of the world is going to have to be created afresh. And that change is going to come, as it always has, from men. We have to get to work, guys. It's up to us. We have to raise our game and take back the power that we should rightfully wield, and this problem of modern women will disappear. Men will be strong again. Women will respect them again. Traditional moral values will return. People will start having larger families with more children, and then we can move towards a better, bigger, brighter future. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this video and would like to hear more, please like, subscribe and comment. Have a nice day.